Welcome, and thank you for taking this step to make sure that you are ready for Big Day of Giving 2023, which is quickly approaching on Thursday, May 4th. This webinar is designed to provide you with all of those last-minute reminders and pieces of advice that you need as we head into the final stretch before the big day. My name is Vasey. I am the Director of Marketing at the Sacramento Region Community Foundation, which is the organization behind Big Day of Giving. I'll share a few opening remarks and then turn it over to my colleague Monica, who, as you probably know, is the real force behind Big Day of Giving at the foundation. Now, our team at the foundation has run Big Day of Giving for 10 years as part of our initiative to help strengthen the capital area by supporting the nonprofits that serve our local communities. In addition to working with nonprofit staff and volunteers through programs like Big Day of Giving, we work with individuals, families, and businesses to grow their charitable giving in the Sacramento region. Notably, we offer charitable accounts that make giving easy and rewarding immediately or through our donors' estates. To learn more about our philanthropic services, including endowments for nonprofits, our community initiatives, and to register to be alerted of future grant opportunities that might be relevant to your work, please visit our website at sacregcf.org. Only with the help of our community partners can we facilitate this region-wide philanthropic effort. Our lead sponsor this year and in past years is Western Health Advantage, and we are so grateful for their continued support of Big Day of Giving. This is another way they promote a healthy Sacramento region. Their partnership allows us to award up to $100,000 in prizes during Big Day of Giving to help motivate your donors and boost the impact of their gifts. So we'd also like to thank them for that, and we'll share more about prizes later on. We are also so grateful for the support of our sponsors at Nugget Markets, Golden One Credit Union, and SMUD, who are again returning to foster local philanthropy. We're also thankful for the foundation fund holders who sponsor Big Day of Giving, including the Kennedy Ford Family Fund, the Keller Family Pathway Fund, the James and Susan McClatchy Fund, and Linda Brandenburger. We also have a host of media partners who help spread the word, including CAP Radio, KVIE, and Access Sacramento, all participants in Big Day of Giving themselves who help bring additional attention to this day. Thank you all so much. Now I'll turn it over to Monica.
By now that all of you have completed your profile edits or updated your profiles with the edits required by your Giving Edge coaches, but we also know that things can change really quickly. So here are a few things to make sure you have up to date on your profile. You'll want to make sure that you have any additional photos or videos that you want to share, as well as update any board members that may have left or been included in your board since you updated your profile. Also note that when you add or remove a board member, you'll also want to make sure to update the board demographics as well, as in order to match your existing board. All goals and statistics on your profile should now be defaulted to start on April 20th when early giving begins. You'll want to make sure that your public goal is up to date, and you can also hide or remove any stats or goals by clicking the pencil icon and then clicking hide. Some other areas of your profile that you might want to show or hide are featured and supporting campaigns, which display any fundraising campaigns created for your organization, as well as any giving activity that shows recent donations you have received. The difference between featured campaigns and supporting campaigns sections are that the featured area, you can choose which fundraisers you'd like to highlight, whereas the supporting section shows campaigns created for your profile and randomly shuffles them. You can find these sections if you scroll down on your profile. You will also want to make sure that you enter any matching funds that you have received. You can do this by going to fundraising tools on the left-hand menu and then clicking matching grants. Make sure to check out the bootcamp on matching grants and matching funds in the resources if you're having trouble entering them. On the left-hand menu, you can also find checkout where you can customize the thank you page and donation receipt with a thank you message that will be shown to any donors who give to your organization. But remember that this does not replace a follow-up thank you that you should send to your donors. Finally, you will also want to make sure that the person listed under the disbursement settings, found under settings on the left-hand menu, is up to date and that the email is correct. This person is the one who will receive your final e-check that will be sent after Big Day of Giving. We will talk about more about e-checks in future slides. The full giving window for Big Day of Giving begins on April 20th and runs through midnight on Big Day of Giving, Thursday, May 4th. Only gifts during this time will count towards your Big Day of Giving total, and they will be included in your Big Day of Giving check from the Sacramento Region Community Foundation. All gifts made during the early giving period, which is April 20th through the day before Big Day of Giving on May 3rd, are processed immediately. GivingEdge is a year-round platform, meaning that donors can give to your profile before and after this time. However, any gifts received outside of the Big Day of Giving window are processed separately in the Foundation's normal grant cycle. As a reminder, the minimum donation that can giving by credit card is the easiest way for your donors to give on the Big Day of Giving website. All major credit cards are accepted. Credit card gifts made through the website are subject to a 5.2% fee. This breaks down as 2.2% for credit card processing, 2% for the technology platform that Mighty Cause provides to enable secure donations, and 1% for event management and gift reconciliation. At checkout, donors have the option to help offset the cost of these fees by increasing their donation by 5.2%. Last year, 87% of donors opted to do this. For more information, look for the donation section on the nonprofit user guide. When a donor checks out on the website, they will automatically receive an emailed tax receipt from the Sacramento Region Community Foundation for their credit card donation. If you created a custom thank you message in your GivingEdge profile, it will be included as well, and we encourage you to thank your donors in another message as well.
There's another type of gift that donors can make to your organization on Big Day of Giving, and that's gifts from donor advised funds and other managed accounts. Donor advised funds are a very popular type of giving vehicle that the Sacramento Region Community Foundation and our affiliate YOLO Community Foundation offer. People who have donor advised funds at the foundation are our fund holders, and they can give to your nonprofit's GivingEdge profile directly or from their donor advised funds in a couple of ways, depending on their preference. Some of these gifts may appear in your donation reports as offline gifts, and some may appear as online donations coming from an external payment processor. If they appear as originating from an external payment processor, you'll receive an automatic email alerting you of this gift with the institution listed as Sacramento Region Community Foundation or YOLO Community Foundation. Just leave this to us. Our team will handle the rest. These gifts will be included in the Big Day of Giving e-check that you receive after Big Day of Giving from our team at the foundation. They are not subject to credit card processing fees. To send foundation fund holders thank you messages for gifts from their donor advised funds, please mail your notes to us and we will pass them right along. Fund holders at the Sacramento Region Community Foundation, YOLO Community Foundation, have enjoyed the opportunity to support Big Day of Giving nonprofits through their donor advised funds for many years. New this year, people who have donor advised funds or other accounts that can disperse charitable gifts at institutions other than the foundation will also be able to enter those committed gifts into the website by selecting that option in the Payment Methods drop-down menu on the donation page. If they do, you'll be alerted via email of their committed gift. The institution in the email you're sent will say Other rather than Sacramento Region Community Foundation or YOLO Community Foundation. The donor will also be sent an email reminding them to fulfill their committed gift, and we encourage you to follow up with that donor as appropriate and when appropriate to ensure they do. Now, please note that the foundation does not process these gifts. We don't have any more information about them than you do. But if you would like to learn more about this new tool, which we added to ensure we can capture the entirety of giving that's happening on Big Day of Giving, please reference the Nonprofit User Guide.
Yes, please reference the Nonprofit User Guide to learn all about the new tools as well as all the topics we are covering today. In addition to gifts made via credit card and via donor-advised funds you can also receive offline donations. Offline donations are any donations that you receive outside of the Big Day of Giving website. These could include checks, donations through Facebook fundraisers, your organization's website, and any other source. These gifts are not handled by the foundation, and it is your responsibility to enter them to have them counted correctly towards your organization's total on the Big Day of Giving website. Entering offline gifts on the website helps capture the full impact of your supporters' generosity and also the total amount raised by the community. If very large donations of offline gifts are entered, you may hear from a foundation staff member to confirm that the amount is correct. To enter an offline gift, go to Reports and then Offline Donations on the left-hand menu of your dashboard. In the top right corner, you will see the option to add an offline gift. You will also see an option to import offline gifts, which you can choose if you want to upload a spreadsheet with multiple gifts. As a reminder, offline gifts need to be entered during the giving window between April 20th and 11:59 p.m. on May 4th, the day of Big Day of Giving, to count towards your total on the website. If you have any matching funds, make sure to not enter them as offline gifts, as doing so would cause them to be double counted. Remember that offline gifts do not count toward most prizes, but they do count towards meeting your matching funds if you have them. If you have a supporter who created a fundraising page, they can also add offline gifts that they receive that will count towards your total as well. If this is the case, you'll want to reach out to them directly to coordinate receiving these funds. Looking at your donor report, you might notice that you cannot see all of the donor details and contact information on the dashboard. To view all the donor details, make sure to download the donation report in the upper right corner on the online gift report section. If you participated in past Big Day of Givings, you may find it useful to also use the retention report section. Here you can see which past donors have not given to you yet in 2023. If you like, you could send a targeted message to these donors to encourage them to give again. Nonprofits choose to hold events on the day of or leading up to Big Day of Giving. If your organization is planning to hold a celebration for Big Day of Giving, please let us know. Make sure to fill out the event form in the nonprofit resources, and we will feature it on the event page. Not only can community members see the events that are happening in the area, the events page also is helpful for us to point media partners to for good photo opportunities. One thing that makes Big Day of Giving so exciting is the prizes. This year we are awarding over $100,000 in prizes thanks to Western Health Advantage and our other close partners. Most of these prizes are randomly awarded booster prizes to help increase the potential impact of every donation given on the day. These prizes will list the name of the donor who was chosen, so consider making a special shout out to them if you receive one. Some of these prizes might have specific deadlines that come leading up to Big Day of Giving or on the day of. So make sure that you check the prize page on the website if you plan to make submission for these. Prizes that require submissions include the Best Business Prize, the Spread Generosity Prize, and the 100% Board Giving Prize. Make sure to read the description of each prize carefully. It's also important to remember that you are not automatically notified when you receive a prize. You will want to make sure that you are checking the prize page on the website to see if you have won any. If you want to motivate donors to give on the day of Big Day of Giving, prizes can be an excellent way to do so. Consider adding language on how prizes can increase the impact of every gift in order to encourage people to give. We are also very excited to announce that Golden One Credit Union has come back once again to offer a $100,000 proportional match. To be eligible for this match, all donors need to do is use their Golden One debit or credit card when they give during the Big Day of Giving window on the website. Once the day concludes, the team at the foundation will calculate the proportion of gifts given to each nonprofit using Golden One cards and distribute the match accordingly. You will see this extra money match breakdown in your final check amount. This is a unique company match that is different from matching funds that you may have secured yourself. For more information on your organization's solicited matching funds, check out the Nonprofit User Guide or resources and the recording from the Matching Fund Bootcamp. So we know that our resources may not be able to cover everything, and you may still have questions that you run into or issues leading up to Big Day of Giving. And not to fear, we are here for you. If you find yourself facing any technical issues with the website, you need a donor receipt resent, or any other question that you have regarding the website, the fastest way to get an answer would be to email support@mightycause.com or click the help icon in the bottom right corner of the website. If you have any questions regarding prizes, programs, or general Big Day of Giving questions, you can direct them to bdog@sacregcf.org or post them in the Facebook Learning community. If you get confused between the two, no worries. We will be sure to direct them to the correct person. This is just to provide you with some background information on who might be able to get you the fastest response and resolution. So we've talked a lot about e-checks today, but some of you might still be wondering what they are. This is how you will receive all of your online gifts, any DAF gifts you may have received from Sacramento Region Community Foundation or YOLO Community Foundation fund holders, prizes, and any Golden One match you might have received. They will be sent to the person listed under your distribution settings. E-checks are checks that you will receive electronically. You receive an email from Deluxe eCheck with a button to access and print your check. You can then deposit that check as normal. Additionally, the person designated to receive your e-check will also receive a separate email that will include a breakdown of your check total. You can find more information and resources about e-checks in the nonprofit resources.
We want to blanket the region with the call to give on Big Day of Giving. So here are some of the things we want to make sure you're aware of. We'll send one email promoting Big Day of Giving to all past donors on April 20th when early giving opens, and two on May 4th to donors who haven't yet given. We'll also send an email requesting feedback following Big Day of Giving. To add your post to the social media wall that's on the front of the Big Day of Giving website, please include hashtag BDOG2023 in the text. We also ask you to encourage your donors to spread the word about their support for your organization and Big Day of Giving by pointing them to the donor resources page on the website. You can also use the link in the nonprofit resources page to submit videos or photos about your Big Day of Giving efforts or your day-to-day work even that we'll share with our media partners and on our social media accounts to help promote your organization.
You may already be familiar with these resources, but as a reminder, here are a few things that will help you when preparing for Big Day of Giving. All of these items or links to these resources can be found in the nonprofit resources on the website. We are confident that Big Day of Giving will run smoothly, but it's always a good idea to be prepared for the unexpected. In the nonprofit resources, you will find this document that will describe how to get information on the status of the Big Day of Giving website if there is an issue, how to contact the foundation if you encounter any technical issues, and tips on preparing your Plan B for your organization. And finally, we can't say it enough, make sure to thank your donors. Whether it is a phone call, a card, or skywriting, it's super important for cultivation and retention, that donors feel that their gifts are appreciated and they know that they're helping make your work possible. Thank you so much for your time today. We are grateful to be partnering in this work with you, and we're excited to share in your success on May 4th. Please reach out if you have any questions at all.